So today I'm going to show you how you can embed videos in your Softchalk page. So let's open up a new page, and what I'm going to do is insert a page break here. And I need to come down and go to insert and page break. And so here is inserting or embedding videos. Now, often the videos that we like to embed are usually from YouTube. So what you can do is, let's say you want this video is on, let me take any topic. So you want to say, watch the video below and answer the questions that follow. And so now you want to insert the video. So you can insert a single video, in which case you just, you'll hit enter and you'll go to insert and you'll insert the video. But first, let's open the YouTube page because we need to, find a YouTube video. So let me bring this up here. So here we are, and I'm going to go youtube.com, and I'm just going to pick any video. Or let me do a search, and let me say aldosterone animation. So let's see. So let's say we want to insert this video here, which is this one here.
Wednesdays on
So that's the video. So what you'll do here is you'll go to share in this video. You'll go to share and you will choose embed. And you see here, this is the code that you get, and this is the code you're going to copy. If you want this size to be 420 by 315, which is rather small, so I usually choose 480 by 360, which seems to be a good size. And we don't want to show suggested videos when the video finishes, so you want to click off of that. And what you'll do is you will copy this. So I hit Control C and I go back here, and here's where I'll insert it. So we'll go to insert, and what you want to do is insert widget. So you see this, so you insert widget, and here you will paste the code, and you want to give it a name. And so here I said aldosterone secretion. Now what happens with YouTube, you will find, so let me just do it this way and say okay. You will see that it hasn't inserted properly. So I can, if I choose, I can have this is at this moment on the left, I can have it in the center or right, but let me just keep it here. So I'm going to save this and I'm going to preview it. And you will see that there is a problem with the code. And this is happening with YouTube. So of course you want to say here, and these are all the parts that we had done earlier. Let me go to the next page, and this was the next page. You can see this, and that was the quiz. And let me go to the next page, and here is the video. Oh, it did show up. Now if it doesn't show up for any reason, usually what the problem is if you look here, if it doesn't show up, sometimes there you might have a problem. What you'll see is, so you go to modify widget, you notice, so it actually did put it in. Sometimes earlier on, YouTube had this problem where it did not have this HTTPS and this colon. So this part was missing. So if you look at this, that part was missing. So it was only two slashes and then www. So in case that happens, what you would do is you would enter HTTP and colon. Okay, so that's what you would do in case it doesn't show up. Now it just so happened that it did. So let's try another one. And let's say now I want to insert two videos side by side, and I want to put them in a table. So I will create a table, and I'll do this. and 1 row and 2 columns. I want to make the table width, let's say, about 75% of the page. I always found that aligning the table to the center creates less problems. So that's what I'm going to do, and say, okay, and now I want to insert a video in each of these columns. So up here, let me say, I'm just going to say video 1, and here I'm going to say video 2, and we'll just make this bold, and I want to center it. And now I'm going to insert another video. So let me go back to my YouTube, and here was my YouTube, and let me look at another video, because I've seen that this problem happens a few times. It's happened earlier. Let me just look at this one. Aldosterone action on the kidney, and share, and I go to embed, and this is 480 by 360. So you can see here, if you look here, if you look carefully, do you notice that at this point here that HTTP and colon is missing? So I think YouTube probably might have fixed this. When you embed it, it probably sort of gets in there. So we can do here, insert widget. It probably takes care of it. And so when I do Control V, you can see it's not there. And here, let me do aldosterone 1, and okay. And let me see if it has modified it. So it puts it in now. It puts it in automatically. So that's been fixed. So you don't have to worry about it. But in case it wasn't, that's what you would do. Now, let's say you have another option where you could actually enter the URL of a particular site and have it placed within a little space like this. And that is what is known as insert iframe. And you could also have a document within there. And usually PDF documents are very good for this. So if you have a website that you want displayed in here, and let's take a look at some websites that we may want. So let me come here, and let me go to, let's say you want the students to read something, and let's say I wanted them to read on aldosterone action. And so let's look at this. And so let's say this is the article that I want them to read. So this one. So I click on this URL, I copy that, and let us see whether this would work. So we go insert. I found that this doesn't work all the time. So iframe. So I paste that URL, and here I'm going to say aldosterone action article. And we can change the width, and I'm going to keep it like this. And you can have scroll bars, which auto or always or never, and we'll keep it at auto, and click OK. So you can see that here it is. It's the placeholder. You have to save in case you want to preview it. And it says OK. Okay, so let me close the browser window here. And I have these two, so I'm going to close this too. And come down here and say File, Save. And now I'm going to preview it. So this was on the 3rd page. And you can see in the pages you can go this way too. So that was the one. And here you can see you have the article here. You can see that there's the article here. This is the full text. So this way, you don't need to put it in a link and hope that the student will go. You go to that link. You can actually have it within this part here. So you can see this. So this is up here. So this makes it easy for them to read what you want them to read. And they can click from here. So display settings, and they can do that. and let's say here they wanted, I'm just going to try this, and so you can see that this is how it is. Okay, so this is one of the neat things that you can do. Another thing that you can do is that let's say now you wanted a third something else here, like for example you want to put a PDF file. So one way of doing that would be you create a link to the file. So I'm going to go here and I'll say, let's say results of of results. I'm just going to do results. So there are two ways you can do that. So I'm just going to highlight this, make it bold, and say, let's say blood work. And here I want to insert a file. So insert, and I'm going to insert a hyperlink, and it's select file. So I'm just going to choose one of these PDF files, open, and it automatically does it in a new window. That's, you can choose to uncheck it, but I'm going to do it that way. Hit file and save. And my preview window is open, so all I need to do is refresh it. So I'm going to refresh it that way. Again, go to page 3, and here you can see this is a link. So I click on this and I get a separate page. So you can do it this way. So here's the PDF file. So they can do that. The other way you can put a link within your within this itself is, for example, let's say you wanted to put a link here in a window like this. So instead of that, what I can do is I delete this. Sorry, so I'm going to delete this, and let's say I'm going to put a third. So in the table, so I'm going to modify the table, and I want to add a row. Sorry, so I go to table and I want to add a column. Insert column to the end. So there we go. So it's usually better to plan it out before you begin doing this, otherwise it gets a little skewed. So let's see. So here I'm going to say PDF file, and I want to insert a, so instead of a link, what again I'll do is insert an iframe, and here I'm going to say PDF file on blood work, and here is select the file, and here's my file. Click open, and you can change the height and width as you want. So I'm going to keep it this way, and click OK, and see it's inserted it here. So I may want to say PDF file on blood work. I want to make that bold and get in the center, and I'll say file, save, and then again I want to preview this. And I go to page 3, and here you can see, so this was the link to the web page that you showed the students, and here is your PDF file. So it shows within here, so it's easy for the students to take a look right here with, so they don't have to click. So they can just open this and look at it, and if there are any links within it, they can take that, they can print from here or save a copy. So I wonder if it'll allow them to do that. So yes, it does allow them to print from here itself. So this is rather neat. There's no way of increasing this. So you have to set up, if you think that this is too small, what you can do is come back here and modify the frame and just increase the height if you want, make it 500. But again, if you do that, notice that it will kind of skew it a little bit. So we need to close the web browser here. So you can see that up here, it doesn't look very nice. So here you can view it in the browser, and so it's good to keep everything the same size. Just graphically it looks better. So these two, and then this one is, you can see up here. So it's looking a bit crowded here. So the other thing which one could have done was you can actually delete it from here. And let's say we want to remove this. So column, and we can just go to delete column. So we delete that column, and here we can insert that iframe. So insert iframe, and here we'll say PDF file, and here I'm going to select the file. So here it was. Okay, so here it is, and let's save this again. So you might get this message a few times if your window is open. It doesn't always happen. And save. And here I want to preview. And again I go to 3. And here you can see that now this looks a little bit better. So you can see that they have everything up here within this page. So this is showing you how you can embed a number of documents. You might even be able to embed a Word document, and let's see, so we go to iframe, and I'm going to just say Word document. Word documents, I've never done that, but I've usually done it as a link, and say OK, and let me do save. Not sure this would work. I know PDFs show up. Yeah, so you saw the message right in the beginning. So let's do this again. So it says, what do you want to do with Blood Lab? Open or save? So you see PDFs will open within this web page, but Word and other documents you would have to just create a link for that file. So let's delete this. And what you would do is, if you have a Word document, so let's say you have a Word document, so Word document with results. And here what you would do is highlight this, insert hyperlink, so, and then select the file and do this. Okay. So this will not open within it. So you'll save this. So again, we need to close this. So PDFs open, but Word documents don't. And here. So this is a web page which will open in the window. The PDF opens, and Word document, because it has to be, you have to use Microsoft Word or something else to open it. So this is how it will be. So it will be just a link. So today we did how you embed videos, and you embed some PDF files and web pages within a placeholder.